Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. We're talking about perfumes on this channel. Today we are unboxing two fragrances that are new to my collection, that are already discontinued, that are both over 10 years old, and that are both flankers of original, and also they are both blind buy since I don't remember smelling them ever before. Did I have them on my wish list? No. Did half price off did its job? Yes. You can still find these in discount stores with no testers, and in case if the price is too good to resist, at least from this video you might have an idea how it smells. On eBay they are sold sometimes for double and triple price. I don't recommend purchasing that for multiple reasons. I don't think I will post just unboxing and first impressions of these perfumes. I'll probably give it a few days of a wear time and make a longer video with final thoughts. Let's start from the most intriguing one, which is Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence, simply because I'm curious about all these assembling of the cap story. Guys, this packaging has seen some better days. By the way, both perfumes were purchased in the biggest official drugstore chain in Montenegro. Sometimes you can see on those shelves such a blast from the past. The box is beautiful though. It's this metallic green turquoisey mirror-like moment. And it says eau de parfum. This is a 50 ml bottle. As usual, you'll find all the needed information on the box. Nice. Let's open it up. Hello. Here's the cap, I would assume. This is the heaviest part. Yeah. Well, I was hoping that the juice is going to be this greenish hue as it is on the promotional pictures, but you know, time flies, and 10 years of vanilla extract in this one did its job. It became brown. We have to appreciate the fact how much time and effort was put in this presentation, right? Ta-da! Look, it's pretty. It is quite grotesque, as the majority of the things that Marc Jacobs does. So Divine Decadence was released in 2016, described as Oriental Floral, is the flanker of Original Decadence from 2015, and I remember smelling it almost 10 years ago, and I thought that was too much for me, too sweet, too intoxicating, poisonous type of smell. At that moment, I felt similarities with Aura by Mugler. And I'm probably completely wrong, but the green emerald color of the bottle made me think that they might fall into the same category. I never had any perfumes from Marc Jacobs, even though his Daisy line is taking over the fragrance world for like last 20 years or so. And I remember how the release of Decadence was strongly criticized because it was something completely different for the brand. Let's see about that. Yes, I do get the banana bubblegum candy sort of flavor. I do get white florals on the fresher side. It's definitely way fresher than its parent. On the paper, you do get more citruses. So I do smell citruses from the paper, but on the hand, it disappears quite fast and you get into a gooey, syrupy, yet still very fresh daytime white florals. Sweet honeysuckle. I love the smell of honeysuckle, and I have one growing on my balcony. This is very feminine. So the accords on this one are a white floral, vanilla, citrus, champagne, warm spicy, amber, aldehyde, floral, powdery, animalic. No animalic to me so far. Maybe the honey-like moment. That's what they mean by animalic. Could be honey, but again, honeysuckle always gives a honey vibe majority of the time. The notes are champagne, orange blossom, bergamot. Middle notes are honeysuckle, hortensia, gardenia, and the base notes are vanilla, saffron, and amber. I should say that, yeah, from the bottle you do smell some sort of fizzy drink, not necessarily champagne, but definitely some type of sparkling pear flavored beverage. And there you go. To me, it turns out to be some sort of rum or some sort of lighter, sweeter liquor. I can't really detect rose. In my updates, I will definitely tell you what is in the base. But yeah, it's sweet, it's pleasant, it's non-offensive. Quite different from other designer perfumes that are currently on the market. It's not smelling like something from the past. It's not giving retro vibes at all. I remember seeing aldehydes and alcohols. I was really wondering how this will play out. I don't smell anything soapy or aldehydic or fresh laundry detergent like. Very floral, very girly. Maybe I'm not girly, not high school girly, but a young woman from the get-go. I don't think it's for the high heat summer. Can be easily winter, can be day, can be night, whatever. It's really pleasant. It's really unusual. I just got a tiny glance of Gucci Rush for some reason. Just a tiny bit. I smell it right now. Maybe the peach part of that scent. Yeah. Overall, great impression. I like it. I'm gonna give it a fair shot in wearing it. I love the bottle. I love all this dingly stuff. It's really cute. It's really pleasant. The glass is heavy. I'm disappointed that it's not a turquoise blue liquids, but you know, it is what it is. Everything else, I am very much satisfied. From the bottle, it smells really plasticky and hairspray like, but not in a bad way. I'm not offended by this smell. From the bottle, on the paper, and on the hand, you have 3 completely different fragrances. Really fascinating. And yeah, the cap is indeed holding it like this. I just still wouldn't recommend it carrying it like this around. Now let's unbox a less intriguing perfume, just because I'm more familiar with the brand DNA. Historically, I am enjoying Trussardi fragrances, even though I never tried this one. I'm almost sure it will be my easy reach spring scent. And as a good old Italian tradition states, Trussardi was found back in 1911 as a leather glove manufacturer. And in the 1980s, the company introduced ready-to-wear clothing, jeans, and perfumes. This is my scent by Trussardi from 2015, described as floral, a flanker of my name from 2013. Again, the packaging has seen some better days, but I'm looking at this fragrance. It's been discounted, half price off, for at least 3 years now. The box is stunning, a lilac holographic effect. I don't know if camera picks up all the beauty that it gives. I absolutely adore this color, and if it smells like this shade, I'm all for it. Again, everything you need to know is stated on the box. Let's open it up. Hey, hello. Oh, this is so pretty. And immediately smushy silicone plasticky type of cap that looks like sponge. And on the box it says the cap is scented with the sensual enveloping hints of Trussardi, my scent. The color of the glass is lightly pink, and I'm almost sure that back when it was produced, the liquids were way lighter than this, supposedly, at least judging by the pictures. But again, this perfume is 11 years old at this point, so, you know. Yes, the cap does smell. Let's smell it. Oh yeah, floral, soapy, clean, lilac, yes. Yeah, that's a win for me. This is my category of fragrances. Skincare-like, body care-like, a little bit of sweetness from the top notes. If I'm not mistaken, there's also a pear in the top notes. I guess that's where it's coming from. But yeah, it's this sort of powdery, creamy boudoir type of feeling, but youthful, girly. Oh, this is really pretty. Really pretty. I feel like in the base this is going to be my jam. All is pretty, and the box is pretty. I knew I'm gonna like it. I just knew I'm gonna like it. A funny thing is, I didn't even know about the existence of this scent. I was just passing by and always drawn to this holographic box. Let's do on the box. Let's see what it gives us. Yeah, it is your typical designer crowd-pleasing. Any day of the year, any time of the day, you're always fresh, you're always out of the shower, you're always pretty, smiley, girly, flowy dress. So the accords are floral, powdery, musky, fresh, vanilla. Top notes are floral notes, pear. Middle notes are lilac and rose, and base notes are heliotrope, cashmeron, and white musk. Yes, it's all here. This is an A student. you get what you see. So far, very spring-like, very fresh, daytime wear, office friendly, any place friendly. This is my grab and go. I knew it. Great. I'm really, really happy and positive about this double unboxing. Fun, girly, simple, a bit more daring, a bit more interesting, a bit more intriguing and unusual for today's market. Today you have fragrances like this. This is the clean girl territory. This one is a bit different, a bit unusual, and I will definitely give you updates on both of these later on.
A few moments later.
So guys, it's been 2 weeks since I filmed my first impression, and now I'm sort of ready to give my final thoughts. And I'll repeat once again, these fragrances are discontinued. If you missed them, if you never smelled them, you don't have to run. You didn't miss anything at all. There's nothing extraordinary or spectacular about these fragrances. Don't pay those prices, ridiculous prices, on eBay. You don't have to hunt them down unless you're a diehard fan, of course, but there are many alternatives today on the market and it's just not worth it. But if you see them somewhere in discount stores, sure, go ahead and grab. This one might be a good match for those of you who enjoys amber vanilla fragrances, and this one might be a good match for those of you who enjoys powdery, creamy, feminine, flowy style of fragrances. So my 2-week story using this one. First 3 days, it was sort of a struggle, and I was thinking that most probably I am going to part with this fragrance and I'm going to sell it. But forcing myself a few days more, I figured that the banana note started calming down. The rest of the notes in the pyramid probably found its place since a little bit of air was introduced. Now I can definitely tell you that this smells like a plasticky banana toy that is on the kitchen counter in a little dollhouse. This is the vibe that you are getting from this perfume. It's going to last on you for about 6 hours. Until 4-hour mark, you will get a sillage and projection, and you will still have that banana note. After 4-hour mark, I would say it disappears and turns into a ambery vanilla and a hint of burned woods. So this guy has a bearable amount of that note for me, and even in the high heat, I was more impressed with this fragrance than in a colder weather, because the high heat made the process of falling apart faster, so I got to the base quite fast. Let's say after 2 hours I started smelling the base, and it was very delicious. This is functional all year round, everyday type of fragrance. Just be mindful about the sprays, as I always say. Maybe it's not the most safe thing for the office, but overall fragrance has great qualities. Obviously somebody worked nicely on the bottle, on the design. This is an amazing quality product. If you have it, good for you, enjoy. If you don't have it, you didn't miss out. It's fine. Go smell other fragrances. Same beginning with Trussardi. First 3 days, I was having suspicious that maybe my fragrance turned bad because I was smelling quite soury top note of a pear, and to be honest with you, I can smell it only from the bottle. Once I spray it on my skin, it is gone immediately. All I smell on my skin is very harsh and aggressive lilac. So if you're not into the smell of lilac, this might be not for you. At least it's not a safe blind buy. For Marc Jacobs one, you definitely have to watch more reviews. You have to read more reviews. This is tricky thing. This is not a common style fragrance for today's designer fragrances. I can't remember anything that smells similar to this one. Today it is very different in terms of florals that are used, in terms of intensity, in terms of sweetness. If you smell this blindly, most probably you will say that either this is not from today's era, either it's a niche fragrance. Oh, might be. Let's say it might be a niche fragrance. Whereas this one is a bit more on the safe side, but again, smelling Trussardi, my scent, you will definitely tell that it has an older vibe, it has a retro vibe. Let's say a hint of grandma, a hint of granny, it has it. But since I love fragrances like this, I love powdery fragrances, I love scents that are dedicated to a body care or skincare on steroids. This is my jam. every day, easy, morning, evening. I'm very curious about how it's going to behave in winter. And I also love so much, I love this sprayer. I don't know if you can see, but the sprayer is so good. You can do half, really pretty. To some, it might be a little bit too squeaky clean in the opening, but if you survive first 10 minutes of the opening and give it a little moment, it turns into a beautiful makeup powder with powerful lilac background. The bottle is super pretty, very high quality. This is questionable. It is squeaky, yes. It is not smelling anymore. I think I was smelling it maybe first few hours after I opened the box, but now it doesn't smell like anything. Everything else is impeccable. This is really pretty, really cozy, cushiony, like your mom's hug, like your grandma hug. This is very nice. Again, both of these very different profiles, very high quality bottles, sprayers, product, lasting fragrances. If you get a chance to grab them at retailer for half off, I think it's a great deal. At least it was a good deal for me, as you can see. That's it for today, guys. If you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching. And if you found this video helpful, informative, and entertaining, please click the like button and maybe subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.